You check your phone. Nothing. You refresh. Still nothing. Yesterday, she was laughing at your joke. This morning, silence.
No argument.
No warning. No, this isn't working. Just gone. Now picture this. You're sitting on your bed at night. The room is quiet. The screen lights up your face. You scroll through old messages like you're studying evidence. Did I say too much? Was I too available? Did she meet someone else? You don't just feel rejected. You feel erased. And that hits differently. Here's your first shift. Ghosting doesn't hurt because she left. It hurts because your ego didn't get closure. Rejection with explanation feels painful. Rejection without explanation feels humiliating. Your brain wants a reason, a sentence, a final chapter. Instead, you got a blank page. And your mind hates blank pages. So you replay everything.
Tone.
Timing. Punctuation. You analyze her last emoji like it was a coded message from the CIA. But here's something you don't want to hear. Sometimes ghosting isn't about you. It's about her avoidance. And avoidance doesn't come with explanations. Now imagine this. Early dating. Good chemistry. She texts often. Then one day her replies slow. Instead of accepting uncertainty, you lean forward. You double text. You try to revive momentum. You subtly chase. That anxiety energy shifts the dynamic. She feels pressure. Not because you did something terrible, but because uncertainty makes you tighten. And tightening changes attraction. Here's your second shift. Ghosting is often the end result of unspoken misalignment. Not cruelty. Not conspiracy. Misalignment. One person leans forward. The other leans back. Instead of communicating, one disappears. Is that mature?
No.
But it's common. Now, let's talk about what happens next. Instead of grieving, you armor up. You say, women are cruel. Modern dating is broken. You start ghosting first. You become colder, detached. You tell yourself you're protecting your energy. But really, you're protecting your ego. And every time you ghost first, you reinforce one belief. Connection is dangerous. That belief will sabotage you long term. Now, let's zoom out. You don't actually fear ghosting. You fear being invisible, disposable, replaceable. That's deeper. That's honest. But here's the third shift. Not getting closure does not mean you lack value. It means she lacked communication skills. Strong men don't need full explanations to maintain self-worth. They prefer clarity, but they don't collapse without it. Let's make this practical. When a woman pulls back, instead of chasing or panicking, say this once. Seems like your energy shifted. If you're not feeling it, no pressure. I appreciate honesty. Then stop. No follow-ups.
No emotional esas. No passive-aggressive memes.
If she responds, great. If she doesn't, you have your answer. Silence is an answer. And here's something powerful. When you don't chase silence, you regain control. Not control over her.
Control over yourself.
Now imagine a different scene. You send that calm message. She doesn't reply. Instead of spiraling, you put the phone down. You go to the gym. You meet friends. You live. Not to make her jealous, but because your life doesn't pause for uncertainty. That energy changes everything. Ghosting stings most when she was your only source of emotional excitement. When your life is full, ghosting becomes information, not identity. And here's the truth no one says. Some women ghost because they're overwhelmed. Some ghost because they're conflict avoidant. Some ghost because they found someone else. None of those require you to shrink. Now, let's bring humor in. You're sitting there thinking, she disappeared without closure. Meanwhile, you've mentally planned the wedding, named 2 kids, and designed the living room after 3 dates. Of course it hurts. You built a future on potential. Here's the deeper work. Separate reality from fantasy. Ask yourself, what was actually there? 3 dates? For weeks? Or a long story in your head? When you detach fantasy from facts, the sting reduces. Now here's your challenge. Next time someone ghosts, do not send more than one clarifying message.
Do not stalk social media.
Do not rewrite the story. Instead, write this in your notes. Silence is clarity. Repeat it, because it is. Clarity saves you time. Clarity protects your energy. Clarity filters out avoidant partners. And when you start accepting silent exits as information instead of humiliation, your confidence stabilizes. And that stability? That's attractive. In the next video, I'm going to break down the early signs a woman is emotionally avoidant before she ever disappears, so you can see ghosting coming weeks in advance. Subscribe if you're done feeling disposable. Watch the next video if you're ready to date from strength. Because ghosting doesn't define your value, but how you respond to it. That defines your power.